Kerala, a land which is known for its serene backwaters, also known for its very beautiful beaches, and a land which is full of coconut trees all around. Also, this Kerala is known for its amazing, tasty food. And guys, our video today is about the food items that you need to try when you are in Kerala. Guys, so as you all know that I am in Kerala, so I thought of doing a video wherein I about food. So today's video is about food items that you must try when you are in Kerala. So the first one is puttu. So I'll take you all along to have puttu. The first is puttu. Puttu is steamed rice pancake. It is in a cylindrical shape. So so you put in rice and coconut. So this is like a steamed pancake with a lot of coconuts, which is in a cylindrical shape. So you can have it with papadam or you can have it with banana. Now, if you all have watched Ellen's show, probably you all might know there was a small kid who had come, Kicha, and he had made puttu. So this is exactly that. So now while having puttu, it reminds me of the Ellen show where there was a small kid had come here. He was a chef, I think his name was Kicha. So he had made puttu and Ellen kept on saying puttu putti, puttu putti, and the kid was like, no, you're not pronouncing it right. They have not watched that episode, do watch that episode. So he's made puttu in this. So this is basically a rice pancake which is steamed and it's cylindrical in shape. So in one serving, they put in rice and coconut, and then it's steamed and it comes out in this form. The puttu putti is cylindrical in shape. That's why it has this shape. So it's just coconut and rice. That's it. It's healthy and it's steamed. Since it's steamed, it's very healthy. So I showed you all the accompaniments that you eat with puttu. Another famous breakfast in Kerala, like another famous stuff in Kerala is this veddappan. This is again very healthy. Both puttu is also healthy. This is also healthy. Most of Kerala breakfast items I feel is healthy, like South Indian dosha, idli, and all. This you have it with mutta curry. Again, the accompaniments can be same. For veg, it can be kadla curry or kadla curry means this Bengal gram. Sorry, kadla curry is in Malayalam. In English, it's Bengal gram curry. Or with I am having puttu and veddappan with mutton curry. So you can have it with anything. So this is again another famous one. The consistency is like soft in between, and then it's like you see these small bubbles on the collar, but it's like very soft because they add in coconut milk and all to it. So I'll have that with mutton curry now.
അപ്പോൾ 2 കറി 4 3 പപ്പടം.
Second in my list of must-haves in Kerala is biryani, fish biryani or chicken biryani. I won't say vegetable biryani because vegetable biryani is not that great, but chicken biryani and this fish biryani. Now the rice which is being used in Kerala biryani is not like the normal biryani that we eat, like long basmati rice. These are these small rice, they say purgiyari. Small rice, the basmati rice only, but the small ones which have a nice aroma. Plus then the rest everything is the same. The chicken is if it is fried, it's fried, or the normal chicken which is boiled and with the curry and all. The preparation is the same, like fried onions and all. However, there's a difference in rice. So the rice is a little different. in Kerala biryani. Now, another speciality about Kerala biryani is that if you go to Talcheri, the Talcheri biryani is different, Kannur biryani is different, and every city, there's some minute changes. But overall, the basic taste of Malabar is like from Malappuram till Kanyamanada, Kasaragod. So that Malabar region north of Kerala, the basic taste of biryani is the same. So the second must have is biryani. That NBK, which I had seen on NDTV, Rocky and Mayur show. Since I'm a huge fan of Rocky and Mayur, I thought I'd have biryani from MBK restaurant, which is in Kannur. Since I was in Kannur, I thought I might visit this restaurant. And the biryani was very nice. It was up to the mark. In fact, I've always found like whatever Mayur and Rocky have recommended, I've always liked it, I think my palate and their palate is quite same, but I've always liked it. The biryani was in Kerala terms also, it was really, really tasty. So the feedback for my morning breakfast, the puttu that I had was not that great. The puttu was not that great. My mother makes very nice puttu. They hardly had any coconut in it, and the rice flour with which it was made was very hard. The mutton curry also, the mutton was like, my god, I could not chew it. I literally had to swallow it, and I was like, why did I even buy mutton? I literally had to swallow it. It was not good at all. So if you on an average, the taste I would say 6 out of, not even 6, 5 out of 10. Even the veg katla curry was not good, the papadam also was not good. I actually had seen the place in Mark Wain's video, so I thought I might visit. Otherwise, we had puttu in mind, it's like the town where I come from, we had puttu. But then I thought since this was special and all, that's the reason I especially went there to have puttu when I was in Kannur. But no, it was not up to the mark. So I would not suggest that place. But in Kannur, if you are in Kannur, do come to MBK. I keep on saying MKV. My mother's maiden initial, or her initial, since she's taken a maiden name. Is KV. That's why I keep on saying MKV. MBK. So yeah, I really recommend this restaurant and its biryani. The third on my list is something to do with coconut, because what is Kerala without coconut? So the third will be Elnir juice. Elnir is the Malayalam word for coconut. So the third would be Elnir juice. It's made out of the coconut meat. They're like juice and shake. So the difference is that the Elnir juice is made with water and sugar, and the shake is made with milk, sugar, and the coconut meat. So this is a must try. So this tastes like the tender coconut ice cream that we eat from Naturals. So this tastes like that, just in a liquid form. So the fourth one on our list is paratha. This is a Kerala paratha. This is made, now usually you can eat it mostly, the main combo is chicken and paratha. They say Epchi paratha. So that's like one thing that you should not miss when you come to Kerala. But I'm not having chicken today, and usually with the veg items I don't quite like it. I like it with black tea. So I had it with black tea. This is basically made of refined flour, the white flour, and this is like very unhealthy. Too much of oil goes into it, and then they beat it, and then this is like the perfect consistency that it should come to. It's like soft, and then they have layers on it. So this is, whenever you come to Kerala, you should never ever miss Kerala paratha. It's something that you have with lunch, dinner, breakfast, post-breakfast, pre-breakfast. It's like one item that you get it any time of the day. You can have it any time of the day. And this, you'll find it in every small, little, big, any hotels you go, you'll find it everywhere. This paratha is a proper consistency. Like it should be, the pleats should be like this. And that's when it's a nice paratha. Then you can see how oily my hands have become. I want to show you all that I'm having this paratha in a view like this. So the most famous thing, like the moment you enter Kerala, I think probably you should have this first. So my pani puri is banana fritters. Now this is made of banana and white flour, again very unhealthy, and deep fried in coconut oil. That is healthy. The coconut oil part is healthy. So this and the banana part is also healthy. Only the white flour is not healthy, and the deep frying is not healthy. So this is made of a special banana, not the banana that we eat. This is made of Nendrapayam, which is a locally grown banana in Kerala, which you find it in Kerala only. I'll attach a picture of how the banana is, like this big banana. So that is cut, sliced, and then it is dipped in. It can be made healthy if you make it in wheat flour or any other flour of your choice. But I know some people do make. I have never eaten it. We've mostly eaten it in white flour. And then it's dipped in white flour, and then it's deep fried in coconut oil. So this is just cut and show you. This is the banana part. This is how it looks, the banana part. This is the banana part, and then again very oily. You can see the coconut oil in my hand. And then you just take it to your one of the most best sweet dishes in Kerala. So this is again this is you have it with breakfast. You have it as a breakfast, or you have it as a dessert post dinner or this. But it's more of a snack item. Last one is pani puri.